maybe a lot of people, they have a white microwave in kitchen. And after 3 years or 5 years, it's yellow. Right?
Yeah.
And I asked them how many kilometers the microwave moved. 0. And if it makes 0, why is yellow? Because we have oxygen, right? And the kilometers, warranty in the kilometers, it's a marketing, nothing more. Yeah. It's a marketing. Because oxygen destroy the clear coat and UV protect and UV from sun. And this is how I'll tell them. Then it's a marketing, and if they want pure, if they want the protection, they need to take silicon carbide.
Hi friends, welcome to the Opti-Coat Podcast, where we share stories from detailing professionals and highlight cutting-edge products, techniques, and tools that'll help your detailing to accelerate into the future. Wherever you're listening or watching this podcast, please follow, like, subscribe, and share with a friend. I hope you enjoy the conversation.
Welcome back to the Opti-Coat Podcast. Today we're joined with Marcin, who is the distributor for Opti-Coat and Optimum Polymer Technologies products in Europe, and runs a shop as well, and has done a lot of testing over the years, and has also done a lot of testing recently with the new product Opti-Shield. So we're going to be talking with him about that. And before we get into some of those finer details, Marcin, welcome to the podcast, and we'd love to invite you to share a bit about who you are, how you got into detailing, what that's led to you becoming to where you are, not just as an Opti-Coat installer, but also as the distributor for Europe.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to make a podcast with you. I work with Optimum almost 11 years. My history, it was then I start with Opti-Coat Pro. It was the first product that I tested. And then I try compounds, I try no rings. With no rings, it was a little bit longer history, because also first time when I use it, I also doesn't believe if it's work or not. I have a lot of questions because it was a long time ago. But when I will tested everything, I was a shock if this product, it works so good. And normally, people in Europe, maybe in USA also, if we have a product for everything, sometimes the product is not so good.
Right.
But no rings, it doesn't. It's for everything, and it's the best. And that's why I try to know more products for Optimum. I tested compounds, I tested no rings, and all of the coatings. And if we compare Optimum to the another brands, what we was working, I was working with Koch Chemie almost 10 years. Then it was totally different, because it was much faster, much more easy, and it was clean when we polished. And with Optimum compounds, we have everything is clean. You know, Optimum, they show me pad washer, what was also a huge. It was a totally new products, how to use, what is the difference, and especially the spray compounds. Now we try to teach people why is the spray compound, because if we put 3 drops or 4 drops, then some of the people, they will put small drops, some of the people, they will use big drops, and it's a different amount. And especially we have only 3-4 points, and if we use a spray, then we have almost 80%, sometimes 90%. The pad is already with compounds. And this, if I teach them, then I send them. If you take the sandpaper, then 100% you have a sand on this paper. And what will happen if you will put only 3 drops of sand?
Right.
It's exactly the same. We can take a paper, put 3 drops of sand, and try to sanding the clear coat. It will be not the same results if we take 100% of sandpaper. And that's exactly, we can compare for the compounds, pads, and the sanding. That's why the spray, I think it's much better, because we don't need to thinking about how to put the compound on the pads. And especially, you know, waffle pads, it's cooler, it's more easy, especially on the edge, because it's very hard to destroy the edge if we use waffle pads.
True. And you do a lot of training videos, you said, over the years. You've done a lot of training videos.
We make a lot of trainings, and we try to change the world, because like Optimum is, because a lot of people still they use the flat pads, and they see the benefits of flats. But I see the benefits if we use a waffle pads, because even if it's amateur, they can take the waffle pads and they can polish without any stress if they will damage especially edges, because if they have edges, then they can easily burn with the flat pads. With the waffle pads, it's much harder. And another thing is we use 21 millimeters, or now 27 DA, and we use 150 millimeters. And it is another difference, because a lot of more, I think still more people in the world, they use 125 millimeter pads. Now it's a little bit people moving for the bigger one, but I also tell them, if they use 150 millimeters pads, they can easily make area where's the mirror, under the mirror, because the pad is bigger. And even if they take small machine and 30 millimeters pads or 50, then this machine with pads is too high, and they cannot polish this area with mini machine. But they can use the biggest machine, and they can do it because the pads with the backing plate, they're moving, and it's only 3 centimeters high, and easily they can move the area under the mirror.
Right.
If I don't know if you understand me, sorry about my English, it's not perfect.
No, it makes total sense. You're talking about practical applications and detailing. So do you have a lot of people come to you wondering about are they more professionals trying to get better, or are they amateurs trying to become professionals?
90% of the people what I teach is the professionals, and they have companies for 8 years, 10 years, even more, and they come to me because they want to know the new technology and they want to work faster.
Yeah.
And especially they doesn't know why to use the waffle pads, why we use a hybrid wool, and they still a lot of people, they don't believe that the DA it's faster cut than rotary. They think then rotary is faster, but in the most of the clear coats, DA cuts much faster and it's much more easy. Mm-hmm. And the another reason about the polishing, it's, you know, the money is the time in detailing. Because I think every person who starts to work with detailing is a passion. They love cars, they love shiny cars, and this is how the people wants to start with this in detailing.
Yeah. So you started detailing long before working with Optimum, working with Coach Emmy. How did you get into it?
I was starting when I was 16 years old, and it was 26 years ago. But it was not a detailing. It was the regular compounds with water, the rotary machine. In 25 years ago, I didn't know what it is, a clay bar, because we only wash the car, we take the machine, and we polish. Mm-hmm. And what is the difference? And now the people, they have extremely good chemicals. They have iron remover, they have tar remover, they have very good clay bars. And sometimes the people think, they try to judge, and they ask me, they still think something on the clear coat, if they must use the clay bar for remove, or if they can polish. If we will come back 25 years ago, we polish everything, because we don't have a clay bars, we don't have a very good chemicals. And now the people, sometimes they too much think how to do it. But it's very easy, and what is the change also in Optimum? Then all of the products, it works together. Like we use no rinse for wash, then on the top on the no rinse we put iron remover, and then we use a clay bar. Then we make 3 things in one time, because normally the people remove the regular shampoo, they rinse the shampoo, then they dry the car, then put the iron remover. They cannot use the clay bar, because some of the irons, they dissolve the clay.
Oh, right.
And that's why, and this is the difference between system and I think I can ask you, if you know one company in the market who have a system, it means compounds, prep, and coatings, and how to use it, and pads, and how to wash the pads. This is the question for you. Do you know?
It's the reason that all 3 of us are here, because we love the system that Optimum has.
Nobody
haven't found anyone else.
My training, if they use, I don't know, Sonax, if they use Kochemi or different companies, I ask them how you wash the pads. What the company who create the compounds, how they teach you how to wash the pads? They doesn't know. And another thing is, because a lot of people, they think that the prep, it's for coating. But the truth is, the prep must remove the compounds.
Right.
And a lot of people, they ask me, Martin, please send me ceramic coating with the special prep for this coating. And I ask him, the question is, what you use for you polish the car, because prep doesn't remove all of the compounds, because some of the compounds, they have solvents, some of they have a very hard to remove oils, and the different chemicals. And what is important then, if the people use IPA, even if it's 100%, IPA never remove the solvent. It will be still there. And if we talk about the, we can talk about everything.
I know.
Also, what was also for me very the good knowledge, then the prep, it can't have a smell. You can feel just a little bit, maybe alcohol, but not a very good smell, because if it's a good smell, it means there is a perfume.
Mm-hmm.
And you should put the coating on the clear coat, the clean clear coat.
Right, and that's one thing that I learned from Tug, is some of the compounds, like you talked about them having petroleum solvents, they swell the paint as you're working with the paint, which remains, and if you add the coating on top, it can cause it to fail, which is, I'm so glad that we don't have to worry about that.
That's why some of the some of the companies, CarPro or Gion or different ones, they teach them you should use the prep or panel wipe or something like this, and then you must wait 1 hour or 2 hours before you put the coating. And the question is, you should wait 1 hour or 2 hours or maybe more, because if we use the prep or have a perfume, then also you can make the test. Try to use this, and after 2 hours, go to this car and try to smell this panel. You will still feel this perfume.
Okay. Wow.
It means then the prep is still on the car.
Right.
And this is the difference. That's why the prep from Optimum doesn't have a perfume. Because it's easy to add nice smell, but we don't need it because after we use the prep, we can immediately put the coating.
Yeah. One thing before we dive into some details about coatings and Opti-Shield, you mentioned how your business is a family business. Can you share what that means to you? How does that work for you?
The detailing studio I have with my friend, and we work almost 8 years. And about the shop, because we start to work in Optimum, maybe it was the first company in Poland where we try to use Optimum products. And we buy these products only for my company. But then my friends, they ask me, Martin, I want also these products. And another friend, he also wants these products. And that's why we have a friend who wants to use our products. And this is how we start to sell these products, because every company who come to us and they see how we work, and after polishing the car is clean, they ask me how it's possible, what products do you use? And that's why we buy more and more for us, we sell. And that's then almost 10 years ago, maybe more a little bit, we start to develop these products in Poland. And we start to make trainings because we think that because this product is extremely easy to use, but sometimes it's too easy for people. People want to put a lot of work into this because it's a detailing, and if they do something quickly and very easy, they think it's impossible to, because it's a detailing. How you, if you wash the car in 20 minutes with no rinse or even less, it's not a detailing. They think like this. But in Europe, it's everywhere. I think in the whole world, it's the same. If we try to give them less work, show them more easy products, they think, how it's possible then you put a coating in 25 minutes or 30 if I have a coatings when I apply 3 hours, one layer, and it's less durable than your coatings for 30 minutes. But that's why I teach people, the question is not how long you work, but what products you use, and especially coatings. A lot of people, they think that SiO2 and SiC, then silicon carbide, is the same. It's nothing. And I tell them, silver and gold and titanium, it's 3 different materials. Silicon carbide is a clear coat. SiO2 is a glass. Elastomer is like a gummy. And also they have a headache because a lot of people, they promote graphene, they promote titanium coatings, they promote diamond coatings. And I try to explain them then, even if it's titanium coatings, then maybe there is 0.01% of titanium inside in the glass. And the same is with graphene. They add some of the graphene to the glass. And the question is if it's a true graphene or it's a graphite.
Okay.
Because they make a test in laboratory.
Right.
If you want to, and especially what is funny, then a lot of companies, they give you 10 years warranty for coatings, but every year you must reapply coating for 1 year.
Right.
And I can give you for car wax lifetime warranty, but please come to my studio every 3 months.
Yeah. Every 1 month, every day, bring it in once a week, right?
It's exactly the same. And silicon carbide, you don't need to reapply. You only wash the car, you remove the dirt, and you can use Opti-Seal, Hyper-Seal, But the Hyperseal and Opti-Shield, it's a products for protect the car if you don't want to water spots.
Right.
And this is the reason why I love Optimum, because it shows true, and it shows really knowledge, not the marketing. And what is funny also, a lot of the coatings on the market, they give you the warranty, but they tell you 1 year or 30,000 kilometers.
Okay.
And my question is for this: we never have any car on the market. You bought a new car, and they give you 5 years warranty for clear coat. And doesn't matter how many kilometers you will make. True?
Right.
Because the kilometers don't remove the coating.
Right.
Only they give this. They tell you 30,000 kilometers because they calculate then 30,000 kilometers. It's probably 30 washes or maybe 50. And after 50 washes, if it's a glass coating, then you must reapply the coating.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they think then the kilometers, if you live in California, the sun, they will destroy the car,
Right.
not kilometers.
Right. I'm curious if I can ask about your business going from building a shop to coming to a place where you are extending into becoming a distributor. How financially if someone's wanting to do this as an installer, they're wanting to grow their business in a smart way, is there like a percentage that you should be setting aside? And if you started having friends of yours wanting to buy the products from you, what's the best way for an installer, even if the installers want to just sell the maintenance line, the Opti-Coat maintenance line, what's a great way to scale that? Is it saving a certain percentage of your sales and putting that back into the business? Is it buying all the products and seeing what sells, starting with a small selection of products and growing it from there? What's been your experience?
What the thing is, then every new company who buy the products from me, they try these products by themselves or they come to training. And if I make it trainings for them, then first question is because some of the people, the clients, they think then they want to only know the knowledge, they want how to use the products, and what is my question or my answer for this? You don't need you need more money. If you want more money, then you need knowledge, and then you must know how to use the new tools and new products. And after this training, normally the clients, they make, for example, I don't know, polish the car in one step, sometimes 3 days. After training, they can do it a couple hours.
Right.
But regularly, they do 2 days, sometimes 3 days, one car, one step. Because they make a lot of mistakes when they do it. They make a hood, and the hood is perfect. They try to make another part, and the dirt go to the hood, what is ready. They remove the dirt, and they make scratches on the ready part.
Right.
They use a lot of tapes. They try to, because they use old technology, but about selling the products, after the training, I'll tell them. They put, for example, they have 10 clients or 100 clients. If we can, for example, 100 clients, and I ask them how many clients for these hundreds it's happy, then you make a ceramic coating for it. They doesn't know, and this is bad because in my clients, if they after every 7 days, they must come to my studio. I wash the car with him with no rinse, and then after 7 days, I give him the warranty card.
Okay.
And what is nice, then after 1 month, after 3 months, this client, they send me a picture with this car when he washed this car with no rinse and says, Martin, thank you. It's a great system. I love it. And the car, it looks exactly the same when I get it from you. And if the client doesn't have the no rinse, what has happened? They take everything what they have at home, even the regular shampoo, the dirty microfiber, if they have a microfiber, but sometimes they take regular towel, they wash the car,
yeah,
and after first wash, they have a complaint.
okay,
And if you will check my the Google opinion, then you will see we have a 5.0.
right,
Because every client, if we take care about the maintenance, then the client will be happy. But if we only take care how to earn money, and then we don't think about the clients, what will happen after, then we lose this client, or they will be not happy, because even if it's a silica carbide, we can destroy the coating.
yeah,
We can destroy everything. A lot of people, they ask me if it's possible to scratch the ceramic coating. I tell them, do you have a silverware? Yes. It's a steel, right? It's very easy to scratch. Everything you can scratch. Even diamond, you can make a scratch on the diamond. That's why the question is, how do you wash the car? And this was the first step, how we grown.
okay,
Because even if you sell one system, Big Red Sponge, no rinse, Opti-Seal, and towel, doesn't matter, for brother, from family, for some of the family, then after 1 week, the sister, the uncle, and the grandfather, they come to my store and they buy the system.
mm-hmm.
But every my clients, I have in my store car, and I show them how to use these products. Every client. Sometimes I show them 20 times a day how to use no rinse, Opti-Seal, and towel. Because if I will give them no rinse, Opti-Seal, towel, and Big Red Sponge, they don't know how to use it.
Right.
And
so do you offer to sell that package to them after the 7 days?
Yes, they must buy. They must, because but I give them the offer in first day when they come to my studio, and I tell them, this is the cost for ceramic coatings, but also you need the maintenance products. And this is this cost for these products, and you need it. Doesn't matter if they buy the mini products, the mini no rinse, mini Opti-Seal. If they buy the mini, they will come back for bigger one.
Okay.
But if they doesn't buy these products, they will destroy the coating, and they will be not happy. That's why a lot of even my clients, they ask me, how it's possible then you have so many clients and you have a client, because if you will see my YouTube channel, then I make a cars sometimes what I make it 8 years ago. And they come to my studio with new car because they was happy.
Yeah.
They was happy, and they know what is the ceramic coating. They doesn't destroy for 8 years. There's this ceramic coating. And even if, because in my opinion, of course, the Optimum, they want a service for every year to remove the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell them, even if you will not come after 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, no problem. But please not try to remove the asphalts or the rest different dirt, what you cannot. I can do it with the special chemicals, but you use only no rinse, Opti-Seal, that's all. And even if they will come after 4 years, I will make a full decontamination, and the car, it looks like new.
Right. That's great.
But,
so your products in your when you're selling like you said, you're selling O&R, you're selling Opti-Seal, all these things. For you, it's not so much about selling the product and making a profit as much as it is ensuring that you keep these customers on coming back to you.
This is the knowledge for the studios.
Yeah.
But for regular clients, they want clean car.
Mhm.
And this is, even if it's the same products, the selling looks different, because for detailing studio, they don't want to sell, because it's they must to talk about the products, they must to teach them. But for detailing studio, it's a protection, it's an insurance. For the regular clients, it's a time. They have a clean car in very fast and very easy methods.
Yeah, great. Thanks. That's some great information. Now, I don't want to take up all the time, because I know that Tug has been very excited to chat with you about Opti-Shield. Tug's had, and we both have had some experience with some of the testing, and Tug's had a lot of experience even installing already. So, Tug, I'm going to let you take it away so that we can dive into the nitty-gritty with this wonderful new liquid paint protection film, Opti-Shield.
Yeah, so Marcin, we were talking a little before we started recording, and we were talking about the kind of the testing of it. Are you able to talk about any of the kind of the testing you did?
Yes, no problem. We make a chemical test for the Opti-Shield, and we try to use almost all chemicals that I have in my studio. I test with the pure acid, I test with the pure power clean, pure well cleaner, pure different company, APC, what is also extremely strong. I use even I use the silicone remover. I use the benzene remover also. But what was nice, then even if I use a pure acid and I work with this acid couple seconds, 1 minute, doesn't destroy. It was any effect with any chemicals what I have. Of course, I didn't test in 1 hour. I doesn't leave the acid in 1 hour, but this is not a target. What the target is, then don't if all chemicals what we can use it doesn't destroy the coating. And all of these products what I tested doesn't affect. Yeah. IPA, alcohol, acid, alkaline products, solvents doesn't remove these products. And
yeah,
also what we test, then it's extremely hard product. Then it's not so easy to scratch. Of course, it's possible.
Right.
But I think we make also the test with the sanding machine. I don't know if it's correct name, sanding machine. This is the
sander.
Name. Sander. And no, not sander.
Sandblaster.
Blaster, yeah.
Sandblaster.
Sandblaster.
Yes. I use a sandblaster with extremely aggressive current. It's a scent, current scent. What the speed from goes, it was also almost 900 kilometers per hour. Then I see that the difference between clear coat and Opti-Shield 4 layers, and I tested after 7 days. Then I already see that the difference is around 50%, and it was 50% less deeper and 50% less chips than the regular clear coat.
Okay.
And also I have a panel with PPF, with Opti-Shield and clear coat, but PPF I also destroy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that means then I destroy PPF, I destroy Opti-Shield. But what was the reason? Then I see the huge difference between protection and not protection. Because Opti-Shield is the product what we want to use it for people who doesn't like a PPF. or they
Right.
think use PPF or Opti-Shield, because
Yep.
one of the reasons what is not nice in PPF is the complaints. Even if we make best
Mhm.
job, even if we try to make extremely professional everything, then sometimes
Mhm.
the clients, they use the high pressure water and they doesn't correct wash the car in correct edge,
Right.
or correct angle. They can destroy the PPF.
Right.
Another thing is with PPF, it's a lot of work and it's impossible to close 100% of the edges.
Right.
Then always you will see the PPF, especially if it's a white car, because after a couple months, then you will see the edge of the PPF, there is a dirt. And with the Opti-Shield, you don't have any finish of you don't have any edges. You don't need to cut, you don't
Yeah.
need to. And another huge bonus for Opti-Shield is then we can put this coating for the repainted parts. And we have a lot of cars what is repainted. It's fresh car, sometimes 6 months, 8 months. And if it's repainted, if we put the PPF, then after a couple of years, we will remove with the clear coat.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's 100% we
Yeah.
will remove, because we have, it was 2 accidents, what we already have. Then the clients, they think they have a new car without repainted. And when we make application, we take the clear coat with PPF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
I had a Yukon Denali in here. Incredible. It's the nicest Yukon Denali I've ever seen. PPF on it, and you can see the edges. And I think they did it 2 or 3 years ago. So, yeah, it's an expensive product made to be used, and it gets damaged, and you tear it off, and you put on a new piece. And I think that's why Opti-Shield, and of course PPF is. There's still going to be some people that to go for it. They want to do the whole car and spend the kind of money, or just do partial, and that's fine. But I think Opti-Shield is going to really bridge the gap between coatings and PPF, and it's very different than the other liquid PPFs out there, which have that rubbery, blurry texture, just like PPF does. So, just like anything, Dr. G's stuff is always, I think, 10 steps ahead of everybody else, and very different, very unique. Silicon carbide, it's a unique chemical. Who else uses what other coating uses strictly silicon carbide? There are none that I know of. They might mention it and say, "Oh yeah, we have some silicon carbide in here." Yeah, but you have everything else in there too. So, but yeah, I think. I was going to say about the sandblaster. I think 900 kilometers an hour. It's probably like 500 miles an hour, maybe, which is
yeah,
that's
like,
insanely fast.
I will make another test with bigger distance, and I will show this on internet.
Yeah.
But this is true. The clear coat, it looks every time much better without PPF. Even if the PPF is the highest quality, like we have Opti-Coat Ultra PPF, it's the highest quality, it's very good PPF. Still, the regular clear coat looks better than with PPF. Of course, it's without orange peel, this PPF. It looks extremely shiny, but we can't put on the car with 100% close the edges. If you understand me, what I.
Right.
Sometimes you cannot make the mirror in the one panel. You must cut it. You must do, and especially the white cars. There is a problem. I think the PPF is a good solution for the racing cars.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's a good solution because it's 215 microns. But the Opti-Shield, I also see the huge benefit, and I think that this is the future for detailing studio, because the third thing, it's very, the clients, if they will use no rings and Opti-Seal or Hyper, it's impossible to destroy this. They can if they want, of course.
Right.
But what is nice, if they will destroy the Opti-Shield, even if it's with clear coat, then it's cheaper to repair the clear coat Opti-Shield than the PPF.
Right.
Because changing the one panel in PPF in Poland, it costs around $600, $700, and repaint $250.
Right.
Then I understand if it's extremely expensive cars, and they want only original clear coat, but for regular cars, Opti-Shield, even for extremely expensive, because we have the clients who wants the best look, and if they want the best look, it's only coating. It's never yellowing. It's you can polish this if you make a small scratches, you can polish even like Opti-Coat 3.0. You can polish even 6-7 times with hyper polish.
Right.
Then I can tell you my experience with Opti-Coat Pro. It was 6, maybe 7 years ago. I don't know if you remember. It was a PPF. It was a liquid. It was a sprayable paint. What you can remove.
Oh yeah.
It was small history about this also in Optimum.
Yeah.
And we try to remove Opti-Coat Pro because we want to test the P-enable spray, P-enable paint. And what was funny, it was extremely hard because we make a double cutting, we make a finish, and still it was Opti-Coat Pro on the clear coat.
Wow.
You will never see it on the regular if you want to use prep or test, impossible. But if you want to repaint it, then you will see, then still is on the clear coat. Then there's still Opti-Coat Pro on the clear coat. The regular body shops, they never see it because they use the 1000 grit sandpaper and they will remove it. But if you try to remove Opti-Coat Pro with the compounds, believe me, it's not easy. But it's good because I know it's durable. We make a test, and then 6-7 years ago, we was a shock. We was a shock because we would think that we will take a hyper compound very quickly, we'll finish, and it will be removed. It was only Opti-Coat Pro. It was not Opti-Coat 3.0. That's why I believe then remove Opti-Coat 3.0, you can polish at least 6-7 times.
Right. Interesting. There's been time with Pro 3, there was times like, I see a high spot, and the other day, a couple weeks ago, I did one, and I just take a little hyper polish on my towel, and I try to take it out, and then that high spot's gone, but then I see that white like crusty haze that wasn't there a minute ago, and it's the layers of Pro 3, and I think I probably knocked off the top layer of the high spot, but then I can see those kind of other layers, and then I try to polish that out. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yes. Yeah, but if we try to do it next day, it's still soft.
Right.
If we try to do it after 30 days, then it's not so easy to remove the haze.
Right.
Especially now, because we can sell the samples of the Opti-Shield. And yesterday, my clients, they call me, Martin, I tested and I make scratches. And I tell them, yes, but you bought this product 2 days ago. And he said, yes. And I said, you must wait at least 7 days for cure and then make a test.
Yep. Right.
And because also the Opti-Shield 4 layers gives extremely shiny effect. it's at least very hard to make scratches if you properly wash the car, and at least you have, I think, 40 to 50%. Of course, this is what I see. 40 to 50% less chips than the regular car without protection.
Right.
And it's cheaper than PPF. It's very easy to reapply. No edges, no yellowing, and extremely long the warranty.
Right. I put Opti-Shield, I think it was 3 or 4 layers. This was a while ago when it was first in testing. I put it on my hood. And then recently I had my car in here, and I just wanted to see, because I did that scratch test with the metal wire brush, and then I used a heat gun, and the scratches healed. And then so I took a wool pad, hyper compound, and speed 6 on a DA, and I just kind of hit like a 1x1 section, and then I put my light on it. There wasn't one single swirl. Of course, it was clean. I washed it. But I couldn't haze it. It did not haze. I think chances are that would have probably removed Pro that aggressive. If it wasn't completely gone, it was pretty close. Pro 3, it would probably mostly remove that, but it didn't even haze the Opti-Shield, which that was pretty impressive. I wasn't surprised, but yet seeing it, it's still like it just kind of connects everything and it makes it real.
I think this coating it's much harder than Opti-Coat 3.
Right. Right.
Of course, I have a very good experience with Opti-Coat Pro and Opti-Coat 3.0, because even if I make the car 9 years ago, if you will come back to my studio, it looks like new, because all of these clients, they know how to wash the car. If they will wash with brush, of course they will destroy, they will make scratches, but I teach them then the coating is a protection for color. It's a protection for shiny effect. The car, it will be still looks like new after 4 years, 5 years, 8 years, 10 years. Because if it's, and what I explain them, if they have a car for 10 years ago, 10 years old, they go to the body shop because they have some broken parts and they want to repaint it. Then the painter, he must looking for try to get the same color. And if he will take the original color, it will be totally different.
Right.
Because after 5 years, 50% of the UV protection go out. After 10 years, we have only 25%, almost nothing. And if we put a coating, then you have every time protection for UV, and the color will be still very shiny.
Yeah, no fading.
Yeah. And always I have because practically he doesn't. I also talk about kilometers because some of the company they give you 30,000 kilometers warranty or 1 year for coating, and normally how I explain, then everyone or maybe a lot of people they have a white microwave in kitchen, and after 3 years or 5 years it's yellow. Right?
Yeah.
And I asked them how many kilometers the microwave move. 0. And if it makes 0, then why is yellow? Because we have oxygen, right? And the kilometers, warranty in the kilometers, it's a marketing, nothing more.
Yeah.
It's a marketing. Because oxygen destroy the clear coat and UV protect and UV from sun, and this is how I'll tell them. Then it's a marketing, and if they want pure, if they want the protection, they need to take silicon carbide.
That's interesting because I've had old white sneakers maybe as a kid, and they would turn yellow. Now, sneakers are traveling, but they're not going thousands of miles or kilometers. They're going maybe some, hundreds, but they yellow for the same reason the microwave did or the paint did. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, if we will put silicon carbide on the top, then we will stop the oxygen to go to the microwave, and we will make a barrier between the plastic and the oxygen. Then we will stop to how to say it,
sun fading
and
oxidation.
Oxidation. Oxidation, and that's why also what is the protection for tire, right? Optimum have a tire gel and have a Optimum tire protection. And the tire protection also is especially for the very old cars, what they don't go nowhere, they only stay. But what they do, they make a barrier between oxygen.
Yeah.
This product.
Right.
Sorry for my English.
No problem.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
But also, I have a lot of questions about this product for tire, and I tell them it's for museum. It's the best product. You apply, and the tire, it will be for a very long time like new. For the regular, it's okay, but the curbs are rubbing sometimes the coating. When you have a high curbs on the road,
curves,
curb, then you will remove the coating from the tire. Because sometimes also we have a lot of questions. Then they didn't see if it's long, but if they have at home huge curbs, then they will remove the coating from the tire.
Ideally, would you want wheels off and coat all angles of the tire from oxidation, or just the face for the sun damage?
Depends if it's a regular car, or if it's a museum. If it's a how to say it, the old cars, then we try to make full tire. But if it's a regular car, we make only the face.
Because the tires won't last.
Yeah, because if it's a regular cars, then after 5 or 6 years, the people, they will change the tires because it's broken. It's not expensive tires. It's not I don't know, white tire with special words, what is very expensive. And then it's nice if it's an original tire from 1918, like very old or even older. Then they need protection.
Yeah. Very fascinating. Well, I've been learning a ton, and I'm glad that we could learn some more about even more reasons of why Opti-Shield is, so great. And we appreciate all the testing that you've done.
We wait for products like this for Windows.
Right.
I hope this will be the next product for David. Good to see. Make, special coatings for the Windows, what it will be 4 layers, and the people did not have chips.
Right.
On the Windows.
As long as it doesn't make the wipers make the rubbing noise, the clickety clackety. As long as it doesn't do that, down the road.
But we will see. Maybe it's also popular the windshield protection, but it's in our region. They must change after 6 months. It's have a lot of scratches. Because if you have a lot of small dirt in the air, then if you don't wash the car after 1 week, then under wipers you have a lot of small sand, and if they will turn on the wipers, they will scratch the coating.
Right.
Maybe not in Florida, because there is a very clean area, and some of the countries they have very clean air. But some of the regions, like if we have winter and a lot of salts on the road, then it's extremely hard to make long time the ceramic coating on the window.
Right.
Right. Yeah. I think it's better than nothing, of course. And the more they use, and when you have the coating, you have to use the wipers less often.
Yes.
But I live in, the heart of the United States as far as agricultural and fields, and there's corn dust, and there's all these pollens and a lot of salts in the winter because of the road.
Cities,
so we have a lot of stuff going on.
For cities, we usually don't give, because there is a small speed, and they will not use the ceramic coating for windows. Then we use normally Opti-Shield is enough.
Okay, but more so for highway miles, traveling long distances.
Then yes, then it's very nice if they have ceramic coating, but they should use less the wipers if they have ceramic coatings. But it's still, for a lot of people, it's a new.
Yeah.
They have ceramic coating, and what they do, they try to use the wipers for maximum speed.
Right. Yeah.
And they remove the coating from window. But
it does seem to help with water spots that like to pile up into the glass. The coating seems to help a lot with managing that. Even
one
in
more
the city.
time.
Water spots. I've noticed that
Okay.
having the glass ceramic coating does create a barrier against those water spots getting into the glass and etching, especially on the side windows and the back. So it's still, the minerals still can pile up for sure, but that's definitely, even in the city, I think that's definitely a benefit for the ceramic coating.
Yeah, in Europe, because most of the countries we can't wash the car at home. Depends. If it's city, we can't. If it's a village, they can. But in the city, impossible. They use no rings on the garage because it's without foams, but normally they can't. And it's extremely popular now. We have a touchless hand car washes. And of course, they have a foam, they have active foam, they have wax and dimmer and water without minerals. But if we teach them how to use it, then we use it just the two programs. First, the white powder with water. It's like a shampoo, and then use water without minerals. And this is because we have 6 points. We have active foam, regular shampoo, then you rinse the shampoo, then you put the wax, and then you remove the wax with the water without minerals. But this is extremely bad, because this wax, it makes like an impregnation for dirt. Because this wax, it works even on the dirty car. You will put this wax on the dirty car, and the car is a little hydrophobic.
Yeah. Okay.
And after 10 washes, it's extremely hard to wash the car. Because there is a lot of very hard to remove waxes. And that's why I tell them never use on the touchless wash wax, because probably do you know the waxes, what you spray, and then what you spray by hand and then wash with high pressure water.
In our car washes?
Car washes, no, but it's like Optimum don't have a products like this, what you spray and remove.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of companies, they have.
Oh, right.
But
yeah,
it's, but for me, it's a product like for one time only, because it works great when all of the car, it's without any hydrophobic effect. If 100% is the same, and then if you use these products, it works great. But if you want to use again, and then you see then the 70% is hydrophobic, but 30% is not hydrophobic, and you will use this product again, then you have a lot of rains, a lot of haze spots, and a lot of problems with these products.
Okay. Yeah.
Because these products, it's hold better than where you don't have a hydrophobic ether, and worse where you have a hydrophobic effect.
Okay. So
Right,
it's
right.
very unlevel.
Yeah.
And level, and then you see the spots because the products they rain, it's go down. It's not the clock on this area where it's hydrophobic.
Mhm.
And that's why a lot of companies they have complaints for these products, because especially if they have coatings. That's why I tell them never use products like this for
Mhm.
ceramic coating. Even it's better to use products when you wipe by hand. Then you have a really clear and shiny effect without any
Mhm.
problems.
Yeah. Well, Marcin, thanks so much for joining us today, giving us a bunch of your experience, inspiration, practical things to do in our shops, and also ways to think about some of the coatings. And we definitely need to have you on for a part 2 and talk more about paint and its relationship to the coatings and relationship to the elements. So we're looking forward to having you back on very soon to talk about all that. And in the meantime, we hope that things continue to go excellently at the beginning of this new year in Europe for you with your shop and also as a distributor. And thanks for carving some time out to come and have a conversation with us.
Yeah, it was my pleasure. Thank you very much for this invitation, and it was really nice to meet you.
You as well. Okay, well, until next time, we'll see you.